Gemini, this is your timeless general reading. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Do not force it to fit. And let's get into it. I do a little bit of a mix of everything. I'm an intuitive reader, so this could be personal, professional, romantic, anything and all things spiritual, as well as including tarot and oracle. So let's see what we got for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force it to fit. And keep in mind that energies can be reversed. Okay? Gemini. Heard solar plexus, but I felt it in my heart space. This tells me that you might take on other people's like ego, might take on, because when, it's interesting, because it doesn't feel like it's yours, but it's almost like, okay, someone makes me feel bad about myself, and so then my heart shuts down. That's more so what it feels like. Or it's like, I can't really be my authentic self, so now I'm going to emotionally detach. I'm going to withdraw. I think you're healing a lot of this. There's a lot of healing going on here. You're going to be, I don't think you're going to leave these relationships. It's a lesson in boundaries for you and knowing your worth. I like this for you. King of Cups in reverse. Scorpio energy. I feel sorrow all of a sudden. It's old. Yeah, Ace of Swords. You're recognizing that the dynamic you share with this person has more to do with them. It's their sorrow, it's their hurt, it's their pain. And it's almost, I call it whack-a-mole, right? So it's like you're trying to be loving, you're trying to be supportive, and then they'll basically say or do something that makes you feel like it's not enough. You're realizing, okay, this has more to do with you than it has to do with me. You're going to take some space from this. See, now I feel your crown and your third eye opening. Yep, I love this for you. Seven of Swords in reverse, because when the third eye and the crown opens, it's you learning to trust yourself and learning to trust that you are exactly what and where you're supposed to be. Seven of Swords, it's releasing distortion. And with the Four of Swords, you're healing that. The 7 minus the 4 gives you the 3 of Swords in reverse, indicative of the healing of sabotaging behavior, relationships, or self-sabotaging behavior or inner dialogue, right? Because swords rule the mind, intellect, and communication. So it'd be how we talk to ourselves, which is also the voice of the ego, the solar plexus. You have all swords here other than the King of Cups, which is external to you. I think I heard foreign and I heard study. So you might literally be studying a foreign language, or you might be traveling to study. Traveling doesn't mean it has to be very far. It could literally be around the corner to a class you're taking. But just be mindful of that. What else do we have for Gemini, please, Spirit? I heard sit still. I feel like if you're struggling to feel like you're doing enough, even though you're doing 100 things, the universe is like, hey, just sit and be present and observe what you're doing. It's going to give you that pause, that big pause, that time to reflect and see that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Yeah, 2 of Cups, beautiful. 6 of Swords, everything's fine. Everything's going to start moving forward very peacefully. We got the final outcome, beautiful. Yeah, they said final, which to me tells me it's your overall energy, which is the Empress. Very, very beautiful. Overall energy, Page of Swords. I love this. I like that it's in reverse because it's telling me that you are reworking and rebuilding the way in which you speak to yourself. Pages are students, so it tells me that you're building a new foundation of how you perceive, think, and speak about yourself. Not just your dialogue, but how you also see yourself. I love that you have the Empress as your ending overall. You're going to be taking, like, it's almost like you're putting like this protective bubble, like shield around you, because it feels like it doesn't feel rude. There's nothing rude about this. And I feel a need to say rude. I don't know why. You'll probably understand why with your own situation. But it's almost as if people might have perceived you as shoving them away. You're realizing, wait, I'm not shoving anybody away. I'm just finally choosing to make myself a priority. And I still love these people. I'll be there when I can, but right now I need to be here for me. It's very healthy. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, regardless of gender, this can be you, because Empress is feminine energy. We all have masculine and feminine. Feminine is our ability to be present, right? To sit and to receive, to nurture and care for ourselves. So it doesn't mean that you have to be man or woman, whatever, right? It's just energy. So let's dive a little deeper. I heard spend time with spirit. So this could be your higher power. This could be just going outside, sitting in nature, right? It could be whatever spirit is for you. Place the label how you so choose. This energy coming in feels very spicy. I feel like spicy as in like confident, but I feel like there's people that are like, don't you take up so much space. You're not allowed to do that. I think that you're just going to be like, I don't really care what you say. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do. Yeah. This is my Divine Feminine deck, so this is very fitting for you. Especially with your overall energy being Empress. I associate this deck with the zodiac sign Libra, which Empress is ruled by Libra and Taurus. Okay. Why do I feel like there's something with the car? Or they're showing me a highway. They're showing me a road. I want to say highway, even though it just looked like a neighborhood road, to be honest with you. I would be very focused as you drive. I think there's going to be a lot of chaos going on around you and just in the world right now. So just be very present. There's a highlight for you. I want to say this month on being present. You might have a lot of close calls, like whether it be with cars or emotionally or anything. Not fear-mongering, just saying it's a general read. The whole thing though is to learn to see differently. So literally being present, maybe not disassociating so much. Page of Wands. I immediately heard they need you. They need you. They need you. But they don't. But they don't. They think they need you. But what they need to do is learn how to stay committed to themselves. There's a fear of not succeeding with whoever this is around you. It's sad. They're very loving. They're very playful. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This is, yeah, they're stuck in this cycle for a very long time. Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Where are they going? Wheel of Fortune. It's not, okay, 10 of Cups. This relationship is going to sustain itself. But this individual knows that you have unconditional love for them. When you don't give them the love that they need to be giving to themselves, they deem that as a betrayal, when really it's a self-betrayal, because you're just having a healthy boundary saying, hey, I can't do that for you right now. You're going to have to do that for yourself. 5 of Swords here tells me that they perceive it as a betrayal. That's why things aren't changing. They're going to follow your lead and eventually change their lens of this as well. I feel like this is irrelevant now. It will probably come up again, but right now it just feels like let's separate it. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles, so surrender it. Beautiful, nice. I don't want to use this deck anymore. Queen of Cups, yeah, that's just showing, validating. You're very loving. You care much for them, but I think this is going to be the person that maybe struggles with the changes and you choosing yourself much more. I want to use a higher consciousness deck for you. This is Sacred Bee Tarot. This is something I associate with like High Priestess, Hierophant. I don't really want to say spiritual awakening, but that was weird. It is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, just like we had for that person. But yeah, I associate it with just shifting your state of consciousness, a higher frequency, which is what you would see with the Empress. Okay, let's get into you, Gemini. I heard someone's coming. Gemini, I immediately feel the throat, and I feel dream space. Some of you, this could be sleep paralysis. Others of you, I think that you're going to get insight into how it is you need to start communicating or showing up and expressing yourself through dreams you have. They feel very, what's the word? Prolific? Hangman. 8 of Swords. Stop trying to figure everything out. That is the self-sabotaging behavior. This spiritual knowledge coming into you, this very high frequency energy we're feeling around you, is about you connecting more to your intuitive self, right? Doesn't mean you have to play with tarot all day or go and do all this woo-woo stuff, but learn to trust your intuitive feeling, your gut feeling, what you deep down know. Don't ask other people to validate what it is you believe or what you think. Learn to trust that it's okay for you to have your own perception of it, okay? You're very intuitive. Yeah, King of Cups. Yeah, okay, so this is like a codependent thing. With the King of Cups in reverse, it's this person. It's kind of like, oh, but I feel bad because what if I don't give them enough time and energy? Is this still going to work out? Or are they going to blah, 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 blah. Let it be. It's their problem, quite frankly. It's healthy for you to choose yourself. That is okay. This is what self-sabotaging, thinking that there's a sense of obligation to nurturing this person's emotions. The purpose of you going through this cycle and this disconnect you both feel is to challenge them to show up for themselves the way you're showing up for yourself, right? That's why they're soulmate connections. One goes through a lesson and evolves into divine feminine. The other goes through a lesson and evolves into divine masculine, right? It's the duality of it. They just need to choose to. That's on them. Yeah, Six of Cups. It's just imbalanced right now because you're evolving and they're being challenged to choose to evolve as well. It's a free will choice. The Ace and the 8 gives you the 7 of Swords, and that's what you're releasing in the next step. So let's look at exactly what it is you're going to be letting go in regards to this relationship. Yeah, the Devil. I love it. Attachment. And that's what makes sway. They said fear very strongly before I got to the Fool. I don't think you're gonna get to a place where you don't fear losing this person. I think part of you knows deep down, that intuitive nudge, you're not going to lose this person. And for the pocket of the collective where you do, it's almost because it's not in alignment with you, because they free will choose not to evolve. I think majority of you, this connection's going to be fine. But there's something very constricting about it, and it's time for you to choose your freedom. Choose to go and pursue what it is you want. Yeah, you have 3 majors: the Chariot, Cancer, the Devil, Capricorn, and the Fool, also called the Journey in this particular deck, is Aquarius. I keep hearing someone's coming. This feels like a new guide. It doesn't feel like someone here in like the physical. This feels like a new guide, and that's very common when we shift to higher states of consciousness. Yeah, 6 of Wands in reverse. This is going to be an internal recognition. I don't feel that this has to do with this relationship. Reversals sometimes to me also mean it's something that's going on inside the individual, kind of like a retrograde planet, right? You turn those aspects towards yourself. So Mercury retrograde, it's reviewing how you communicate and see yourself. And that's why we have so much chaos, because everybody's going through this restructuring and things get jumbled, right? It's not miscommunication. It's people not knowing how to communicate because they're changing and shifting, right? It's both, but yeah, 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords. I'm feeling frustration coming all of a sudden. I think that's probably why I'm getting a little sassy. Okay, there's a part of you that's like, this is not going fast enough. I need to be doing better. It's that hypercriticism. The 8 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands in reverse. You and this person share that. You're both very critical of yourselves. You both really want to be great at what you do. This is a, I need to know more. I need to do more. You're healing that. You're very aware of it. Yeah, 3 of Swords. Beautiful. So there's the healing. Done. Cool. Next. 2 of Cups, back to this relationship or marriage. 9 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, wow, Tower. Damn boop bop. This is the old version of this relationship falling away. With the 6 of Swords, it tells me that you're moving on to calmer waters. So whatever chaos you have, because neither one of you want to be emotionally vulnerable and really open up. Because let's just talk about emotional vulnerability, right? Emotional vulnerability does not mean that you talk about your emotions, because typically it shows up in 2 ways. Somebody who's emotionally unavailable, that's what I mean. Emotionally unavailable shows in 2 ways, right? You could be the person who does not express themselves emotionally, or you could be the person who overly expresses yourself, thinking you're being vulnerable, but really what you're doing is fishing. It's the same thing, 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. We don't want to be fishing. We want to have a safe space where we feel comfortable and secure within ourselves and within that dynamic to share ourselves with another. Not sexually, not physically, emotionally, right? To just unravel very peacefully and know that you are safe to do so. Queen of Cups in reverse, 10 of Pentacles. You're realizing the parts of you that is basically contributing to the repeating cycle with your partner. And that's what you're getting very close to releasing with the 9 of Wands and the 2 of Cups in reverse. It's a part of you that thinks that relationships are meant to be difficult, even if cognitively, like, I don't believe that. A part of you emotionally does. And that's why it's your Queen of Cups energy, your emotional body that is going through the restructuring. It's not your cognitive mind. Your cognitive self is very smart, is very intuitive. But emotionally, that's where we got to bring it back online a little bit. Because you're very, very mentally active. Swords, right? All over the place. Let's look at the 6 of Swords. High Priestess, see, very intuitive. 5 of Cups. Now you're going to get to a place of realizing what you're mourning with that Magician in reverse and the 2 of Swords. It's the part of you that is not stepping into your personal power because you're not allowing your heart to open and receive. You might think that you receive a lot, right? But feel the receiving, right? Feel yourself allowing their energy in, your partner's energy in, and allowing yourself to say, hey, you know what? I got me. I can step outside my comfort zone and open myself to this dynamic, because they're going to feel that shift. It's co-regulation, right? When we choose to come up into a situation with a different energy versus thinking, well, they're going to react this way. I already know how this is going to go, and anticipating things. Choose fresh eyes. Choose to have fresh eyes. It will allow your heart to open, and it's going to give you the opportunity to make a new chapter, to make a new beginning. You can't control their behavior or their reaction though, right? So it might take a little bit of time and trying again. 9 of Cups. You're getting to a great place. 3 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Wands. This is your person. Yeah, the Tower. Just keep focused. Yeah, okay. It's like they got abandonment, rejection, unworthiness, all of it. And it's, you have the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles here. And it tells me that they emotionally detach as you start to progress. And it's almost like, oh my gosh, you're becoming healthy. You're starting to love yourself. I'm not deserving of you. And it's like they choose this victim mentality. Yeah, I think you're getting to the point where you're just like, I'm not going to feed into or enable that behavior. And it's like, if you want to think that way, you can. I'm just going to keep building within myself. Yep, because then you have the 7 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands in reverse. You realize that if you were to basically indulge in this, you're feeding that wounded child, the Page of Wands in reverse, right? And it's theirs to heal. 4 Swords. It's just going to take them some time. So let's look at the Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like this is the person you're dealing with. Yeah, Ace of Swords. You see them very clearly. They're wanting to be the victim. They're wanting to, and I don't think that they're doing it consciously, but as you continue to progress forward, you get the Sun on the ending overall energy. That's great. It speaks to illumination. It speaks to happiness. It speaks to success. I think you're moving in a great direction. You have the 9 of Cups. You have the 4 of Swords. You have the Fool. You have the Chariot. You have all these amazing cards. Very intuitive. This energy that's around you is why I feel this protective bubble with you though. So just allow yourself to sit in that, because I feel like this person's probably gonna, they might be a little draining, but I really don't think you're gonna pay it much mind. I don't think they're even aware that they're doing this. I think it's so habitual that they don't realize that they have kind of a victim mentality mindset, or a helpless, I need someone to save me kind of thing going on. And sometimes we don't see it because we've learned it, and it's just so habitual. So let's see what advice we got for you. Career. It's time to pivot, align your career with your purpose, and butterfly, break through your limits. Very fitting for you, because it feels like you are going to educate yourself, to build things for yourself, which is probably very career related. And with the butterfly spirit, it's you basically healing those limiting beliefs, those sabotaging behavior in relationships, learning to shield your energy, and no longer accepting people or things into your space that make you feel small, or keep you confined, or keep you rooted in fear. You see yourself so clearly, and that's why you're going through such healing. I love this for you, Gemini. But my dear, this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And if you press that subscribe button, you will see my content for all the other zodiac signs if you want to cross-watch for somebody in your life, or if you want to watch your other zodiac sign placements, okay? If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, because I am a master Reiki practitioner and quantum healer, go ahead, book it down below. If you'd like to take part in mentoring with me, I am a spiritual shamanic and just your normal life coach, and my background's in biology and psychology, so I can help in all areas of life. I specialize in regards to intuitive abilities, enhancing those abilities, but also teaching people how to become successful healers, right? So if that's something you're interested in, check out my programs, my upcoming energy healing classes for 2024, my 6-month mentorship program, and more. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.